So why you're losing motivation? This is something that I think is super important, very important to talk about. I get tons of questions about it all the time. How do you stay motivated? How do you keep all your motivation up, especially with all the adversity that you've dealt with in life? I was diagnosed with cancer at a young age. I've had dozens of surgeries. How am I still motivated to go to the gym? And the answer is honestly an answer that most people probably aren't going to like. The answer is it has nothing to do with motivation and everything to do with discipline. You need to discipline yourself enough to where you're not going to make these excuses to not do the things that you need to do to reach your goals. At the end of the day, like there needs to be no excuses. There needs to be no, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. That can't happen. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. It's all about discipline. It literally, motivation only lasts like a couple days, a week, a month if you're lucky. But eventually that motivation is going to fade. And once that motivation fades, all you have left is discipline. And if you have built yourself a solid foundation for discipline, when you're depressed and when you don't want to do the things that you have to do, you're going to fall back on your habits and you're going to fall back on your discipline. Your discipline is what's going to get you through the hard things that get you to where you want to be. I can't even, tell you the amount of times that I have been like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. I mean, I don't want to train legs. When I train legs, it hurts. Like I get genuine pain when I train legs. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't see much progress anyway when I train legs. But then I'm like, that's a trap, bro. Like that's literally how it starts. If you start giving yourself the reasons and the excuses to quit, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. Like when I think those things, I'm like, oh, I have to realize that I'm making all these excuses and that it's just fake, bro. I'm creating these fake scenarios in my head to where, like, oh, like, I don't need to do this today. I don't need to do that. It doesn't matter. Do it anyway. Like, I have goals to accomplish. Like, oh, I would rather do this. Okay, well, you can go do that, but it's not going to progress you towards your goals. People talk about motivation all the time. I think motivation is cool. I think it's important. Like let's say I'm consciously aware about my motivation. So it's like I'm aware that, discipline is what gets me to where I want to be. But let's say, oh, I have to go to the gym today, let me turn on some motivation before I go. Let me play some cool anime edits. Let me play some cool, hype gym Tom Platz, like Lex Little edits before I go to the gym and get stoked to go to the gym. That's fine. That's amazing. That's great. Do it. But if you're talking about motivation in a sense of like, how do you stay consistently motivated? You don't. You literally don't. It doesn't exist. Discipline is what you're talking about. You're talking about how do you stay disciplined? And how you stay disciplined is you just start. You quit making the excuses to not do it. And you just do it. The amount of times that I've done things that I don't want to do, crazy. I've had probably close to the amount of days that I want to go to the gym, days where I didn't want to go to the gym, and I still went. And that's what separates me from other people. That's what can separate you from other people, is when you do the things that nobody is willing to do. That's what separates you. That's called discipline. You don't need to find out how to stay motivated. You need to figure out how you can stay disciplined. Again, like if you need some quick motivation and you're consciously aware, okay, I'm disciplined, I'm going to go to the gym, but I just need something to pick me up. Figure out what that is. That could be like watching something, watching like I said, anime, watching your favorite YouTuber, watching, I don't know, a movie, bro. Like what, like do something that's like actually going to motivate you though. Don't just turn it on and then like, I don't actually want to go anymore. That's not motivation. Motivation is a short burst of fuel. And if you can figure out how to use that to your advantage, by all means do it. But more than anything, you need the discipline to stay consistent. And consistency is what's going to bring you towards your goals. When I was in the hospital, I mean, like, there wasn't much to be disciplined about. More than anything, it was just, I wanted to, you could call it motivation. I wanted to get to a place where I could see my friends every day, where I could do the things that I saw them doing. And then it became, oh, I wanted to do things better. Like I wanted to be the best possible fitness influencer creator that I possibly could. I wanted to be the best, most fit shape that I could possibly be in. That's what I wanted. And I mean, you can call that motivation all you want. Yeah, it's a motivational story. You might feel motivation just from this video, but it's gonna fade. Discipline is what got me through all that. Realizing the amount of work that I had to put in to get to my goals and doing it consistently is what got me to where I am. Going to the gym when I didn't want to, eating those meals when I didn't want to. I wish I could show you these these times where I was in my grandparents' and parents' house eating food that I hated daily, like the same thing. Like when I was 15, I was eating like way too many calories. Don't recommend this at all. I was eating like 5,500 calories a day when I was 15, and it was all clean. It was so hard. I remember I would eat and I would lay down on the couch and dread my next meal. Like I was miserable. But like if you were to talk to the people around me, like my grandma, my parents, they would tell you I would be sitting over my plate of food, eating, shoving it in my mouth while like gagging, about to throw it up, like literally. And granted, I've gotten a lot better with, food now. I know how to prep food and eat my macros the way that works for me. But everybody starts somewhere. And when I started, and when you start, you don't like know. You don't know exactly what works. So you have to figure it out. So that was part of the process for me. I remember one of my least favorite things, and I don't eat vegetables at all anymore, which is something for a completely separate video. But when I first started, I thought, I need to eat vegetables. And my least favorite vegetable, like I could tolerate most of them, but my least favorite one was broccoli. I hated it. I literally hated it. Like I would gag just like smelling it. And I was on a program that called for me to eat 2 cups of broccoli a day. Do you have any idea how much 2 cups of that's crazy, by the way. I mean, like knowing everything I know now, that's insane. And I would literally shovel 2 cups of plain broccoli in my mouth. And I would literally gag. Like it would took everything in me not to throw it up. And I knew like I was so like disciplined and dedicated. Like I knew if I threw up, I would have to do it again. So I would genuinely refuse to throw up. Like just through sheer willpower, I wouldn't puke. And that's literally, bro, that's the level of discipline that you have to have. That's like next level discipline. Okay? That's just what it takes. Like it's literally, it comes down to discipline. And obviously, you can be disciplined and not be as disciplined, and you'll still maybe get to where you want to be. But if you want like the next level results, you that's the type of discipline you need. So anyways, guys, stop relying on motivation. If you can figure out how to use motivation to your advantage, just like day to day, go for it by all means. Play some music while you're already at the gym. Play some music while you're on the way to the gym. Play some music. Like find something that motivates you. Maybe if you for sure know that you're not just going to sit there and be a lazy pile, and like, hey, I can watch this and it will actually hype me up for the gym, go for it. Do it. Like, but if it's something that's going to keep you from your goals, you need to just get rid of it. You need to just stop, get rid of it, cut it out. It's not easy. If it were easy, everybody would do it. So you guys need to figure out how to stop relying on motivation and start building discipline. So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And again, this is the next Saturday. I mean, this is 3 Saturdays in a row. So hopefully we can keep it rolling. I'm doing my best. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Peace.